It does.
Infatuated with the in-between, the ups and downs, the curves and the rounds. I'll bring it to your city or your hometown. I'll go back in time when the feeling was fine, when funkin' was legal and it wasn't a crime. Party people lined up and down the way, a bigger celebration than your birthday. Funkin' up the neighborhood, I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. And I have seen the world pristine, funk you up in the bushes, funk you down in the trees. Now look around, all the frowns, the yellow, the white, the red and the brown. And keep in mind, it never costs a dime, 'cause funkin' is free, I remember the time. Now look today, the streets are gray, time to take it back to yesterday. Funkin' in the neighborhood, I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. It was good in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood, I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.
And we're live.
And we're back.
Welcome to the Underdog Journey. I'm West. This guy is David. This guy is Matthew Harmon, who's talking about tires. And, wow, between the three of us, we might have some stuff to talk about today. Let's buy new tires on Amazon.
Talk about. Yes, so apparently Matt didn't know you could buy stuff from Amazon.
So Amazon is a store online.
They're shipping me tires, and I'm taking them over to the auto place, and they're putting them on for $25 a piece. I'm literally saving $300.
You might anything, and I'm
follow him for more sound financial advice.
This is all my idea. I came up with this.
Matt, if you were financially successful, maybe you would have realized this.
I realized it.
Yes,
that's all that matters.
It might sound to the viewers like we're being mean to Matt back there, but it's not. It's an inside joke, and it will never go away.
And it's never been funny.
It's never been funny. Good point.
says the guy about you. That's not funny at all. We'll take some pictures.
Exactly. He has his camera set up over here. He's going to take pictures of me randomly while we're doing the show to try and annoy me. So
it's a new project called Annoyance.
Well, I know the style of pictures that you normally take, and so you're getting a photo shoot with West. I don't know.
His clothes will be off by the end of the podcast.
It's going to take a lot more Guinness. It's going to take a lot more Guinness.
So you're talking Guinness, so I'm guessing you're on the Guinness.
I am.
Tonight.
So it's tomorrow St. Patrick's Day, so of course I'm going classic Guinness draft. Now, the real Guinness connoisseur is going to say you need it from the tap, or you need the nitro tap draft cans because they have the nitrogen. But look, this is all I got. So it's Guinness.
That's what we got.
It's what we got. What are you drinking?
Take your hate and keep it to yourself. I've got a beer I can't even pronounce tonight. Oh, crap. That still has a little bit in it. Franziskaner, I don't know. It's a Weiss beer. It's a Hefeweizen beer from Das Germany. And seeing as how it came from the Das Germany, I'm drinking it out of Das Boot tonight.
Nice.
So that's where I got my Warsteiner boot here, and it's nice and full right now, and it's going to get less so. And I got enough of this beer to refill it a couple times. So
there you go.
Prost.
Prost. Well,
all you cilantro fans out there.
I do cilantro. You say cilantro, and we're good.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so
that's another inside joke with somebody else too.
There's a lot of inside jokes here. It's a lot of inside jokes, Tony. Again, another inside joke. You had to be there. Okay. So last week we actually had a really, really good interview with Chris Morgan from Morgan Pipes. His most famous pipe is Morgan Bones Pipes, and we are giving away one of his pipes today. So the rule.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know who. I haven't figured out because you did all the math. You did all the stuff behind the scenes. I don't even have a clue who won.
Well, we didn't choose a winner yet. We're going to choose it on the show, and I'll show you how.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Good, because I don't know.
Nobody does.
But wait, there's more.
So we don't even know what's in here. I mean, we don't know which pipe this is. We didn't open it, and hopefully whoever wins it is going to share with us what they actually got. I'd love to find out.
What episode are we on tonight?
This is number 88 tonight. Good old number 88.
All right, you said we were going to do some movie quotes. And
well,
I think with episode 88 down to one movie series tonight.
What? You think I'm prepared for that?
And it's got to be Back to the Future. I think it's got to be Back to the Future. I mean,
well, it is number 88.
You've got to have some quotes ready to go.
True.
You got to have some quotes ready to go for Back to the Future. So that's it. All right. So that we know what we're doing. I'm going to sit here trying to work in Back to the Future quotes while Wes talks.
I don't have any Back to the Future quotes prepared, but
everybody's got their assignments. Let's proceed.
We'll see how it goes. Anyway, okay, so the rules for the giveaway were you had to watch the interview either here or on YouTube and leave a comment and telling us why you love Morgan Bones Pipes. So what I did is I took all the people from all the comments and I put them on a spreadsheet. So we're getting really exciting here. And so for everybody who wants to learn how to do one of these giveaways, here's the best way to find a random person so you're not biased at all. So some of these people we know, some of the people we don't. But what you do is you take all the people that you want to enter. You just enter all the names into a spreadsheet, and I'll show you this right here. And it's all free. Everything I'm doing here is free. So 1 secondorino here. Secondorino.
You could have come up with a better quote than Secondorino. I mean, I'd have made something up at that point. There we go. Great Scott. There you go. That would have worked. Well, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need a D20 to roll THACO. That's to hit armor class 0. That's a D&D reference. Not your level of nerdiness. Here's what I say. I say we have Matthew Wallowitz Harmon sitting in the background there. I say he comes, pushes a button one time. That's the winner.
Okay.
That way you and I are taken out of the equation.
Oh, I do actually have. He found this on my bookshelf. I do actually have some D&D books, literally on my bookshelf.
The deities and demigods. There you go.
Thank you for bringing that out.
Demogorgon.
I am a certain level of nerdy here.
So we do have, yeah. I'm talking about D&D. You got the books. In the background, you got all the books, the library, the ants, and all nerding out. And in the background, I got all rock and roll shit.
Okay,
so
there you go.
It's called balance, people. It's called balance.
It's called something. But so we want Matthew Harmon to hit the button.
I'm going to make it, Doc. I like it, Shannon.
So we're going to go back to the random number generator here, and Matthew Harmon, if you want to do the hang on, I didn't switch the screens yet.
Before you can get Wes naked, you got to click his button. We're ready. Number 14. Let's go see number 14. Droid Little. You're going to highlight that so that we have it? Just put like the word winner over here. Just say, hey, this guy won. I mean, not that we're going to forget. Not that he's forgetting. I mean, he's watching right now. He's celebrating, run through his house. He's calling his mom. He's calling his family and friends, letting them know that he just won the Morgan's Bones Pipes from the Underdog Journey. So, I mean...
Exactly. So, Droid Little...
I mean, his life is basically just set now.
His life has changed. He now has a free Morgan Bones Pipe. And I'm gonna contact him, let him know he won, and hopefully he'll let us know which model this is and send us a picture or come online or something. And so that was that. Droid Little, congratulations.
Or Little Droid, I don't know. Who knows?
Droid. Well, you know what? It's either way. He is the droid we're looking for.
He is the droid.
Wrong movie trilogy to reference there, but it works.
It works. I'll allow it.
Okay, so
I'm still over here because we changed for you guys to know we used to have a 10-minute countdown, so I was over here doing all my stuff.
It's only a 5-minute countdown
so
now.
We have shortened our time frame and Facebook has made it harder for me to do what I do. So I still, like halfway through our podcast, I'm still over going click, 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 trying to get these because of the way they do stuff. So exactly. I've got a handful more here to do. And I know you said something about having a news story that...
So in today's world of doom and gloom, which we were asked not to talk about, we actually have some really great news. Some news that's going to affect... at least everybody in the States who's watching this, because this is amazingly great news. Might not affect you if you're watching from Arizona. The rest of the country, though, for the most part, it's going to affect you. So, there is something that's going through law right now, being passed into law, hopefully, called the Sunshine Protection Act. What is the Sunshine Protection Act?
Well, I can tell you about that. It protects the sunlight so that nobody's allowed to hoard sunlight. So, in 2020, we had people hoarding toilet paper. This is to protect, should something happen, people trying to hoard the sunlight.
It's true. The solar industry is taking a massive hit.
It's going to be brutal.
But the Sunshine Protection Act, on Tuesday, March 15th, the Senate passed a massive measure that would make daylight savings time permanent across the United States. The Sunshine Protection Act passed unanimously. And the bill still needs to be passed by the House and signed into law by President Joe Biden.
Ooh.
So, look, we're keeping politics out of it. If you don't like Biden, don't mention it. It doesn't matter. But the president needs to sign it into law. And hopefully, very soon, there will be no more jumping forward, falling back, any of that. It's just going to be done, which is amazing because everybody hates spring forward. You lose an hour of sleep.
Love
daylight
saving time.
You're the only person in the entire world.
That's not
all right. Punch him in his special place that he wants to take pictures of.
He's only doing this because he wants to take photos.
Well, I mean, just think of it. I'm in the world of fire alarms and fire protection, things like that. Every one of those panels out there has a clock on it.
Mm-hmm. You have to change
the amount of service calls that I used to take or that my company would take
Yeah.
to go change a clock twice a year. And we're talking that's $300 to walk out the door to go to change a clock. $300. It'll be nice not to have that anymore.
Right.
If that goes away, I will be happy. I don't care whether because daylight saving time is what we're entering into, and when daylight saving times end, that's when everybody gets all rubble. What was it? There's a thing on the Book of Faces that goes around every year when we're going into daylight savings time about it's like Native Americans only. Well, I won't use the terms because it can get a little racy. I'm going to use the word idiots.
Okay.
I'm going to use the word idiots instead. Only idiots believe they can cut the top of a blanket off and sew it to the bottom of the blanket and have a longer blanket.
Okay. I haven't heard this
Doesn't
before,
work
but
like
that totally makes sense.
Oh, you haven't heard that? Yeah.
I'm apparently one of those
totally,
idiots who
totally
hasn't heard
makes
this.
sense that it doesn't make sense. So yeah,
Yep.
which makes sense.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's hilarious,
That's
friend.
hilarious. Let's hear that again. That's hilarious.
I'm not sure that makes any sense at all because we're talking about photons of light versus a blanket.
Hilarious, Matt. Hilarious. Don't you have any Back to the Future references for us?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Wait.
I've been sitting here looking up a couple of them. Like,
So you're Keaton.
Who can we get? Some of the ones I'm pulling up here are just not. They're not good.
See, Back to the Future is not a super quotable movie. That's the problem. It's a great movie trilogy, but it's not super quotable.
It's not super quotable on a general things, but when you have something that it is well niched down.
It sure is.
When you have those quotes available, they're really good quotes.
Well, so I have problems with Back to the Future that aren't necessarily cool guy things to say, but they don't handle time travel actually well. So, look, from a physics standpoint, or even from a consistent, theory standpoint, it's just not. It doesn't hold water. It just doesn't hold up over time. So, look.
Yes, you would have not agreed with the time travel premises.
That's
That's a Big Bang Theory reference. Somebody got that.
Big Bang Theory is quotable.
Yes. Okay, so that's our news story. Is we may finally be getting rid of this, cast off this yoke of the Time Lords, and getting rid of the swapping the clocks around and locking us into basically the time locking us now.
Yes, basically. Which
Not
we desperately need. We desperately need it. So as for the main topic, while you're over there looking at movie quotes,
I'm back to this. Still sharing out and getting this stuff out. All right, I'm gonna call this done over here, and get back to our standard. Get the topic pulled up. Here we go, and we're good.
No, it's fine. So on the main topic, as successful as any entrepreneur in the world is, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. Oh, Elon Musk, we didn't mention this. Here's something. Elon Musk, I didn't even think about this until just now. Did you hear that Elon Musk challenged Vladimir Putin to a battle royale? Like a fight to the death or something?
What?
Did you hear about this?
No.
Yes, this actually happened. So on Twitter, I should
bringing it up right now.
Been prepared here. So Elon Musk posted on Twitter and tagged the Kremlin and Vladimir Putin to a battle, and apparently he's implying that the winner gets to keep Ukraine. And he actually spelled out Vladimir Putin's name in Russian, like he's apparently serious. And you know what? I would pay big money to see those two fight. I would love to see that. That'd be amazing. Although Vladimir Putin is ex-KGB, so he probably knows a few tricks.
Vladimir Putin would rip his head off.
Elon Musk, I don't know if you know this, Elon Musk is huge.
I think Elon Musk
He's
is
a big
actually
guy.
half android. He's got to be some sort of
Yes, he
cyborg.
might be.
Right, come on.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense. He works incredible hours.
Or, well, he's also inventing robots and electric cars.
If I were him, I'd be a robot.
If he is afraid to fight, I will agree to only use my left hand, and I'm not even left-handed.
That's awesome.
Now, don't.
Oh, well, our podcast took a really, really crazy turn there all of a sudden.
I mentioned Elon Musk's name. I had to say it because that's kind of crazy news. I mean, I know he was joking, kind of, but he might be serious. You don't know about this guy.
Yeah.
So, either way, as successful as any entrepreneur is, or as big as any celebrity is, unless they were born immediately into success, like, celebrity babies, everybody begins at the bottom. Everybody starts from zero. And that's kind of where we're touching on today. So, absolutely nobody has everything figured out from the beginning. I was going to bring this up. Look at Joe Rogan's
Last week.
live stream. Look at last. Well, exactly. Last week, we made lots of technical errors. We, being the royal we, which is I guess, made a lot of technical errors, and we didn't even realize until 10 minutes into the conversation with our guest that he didn't have any audio streaming out. So we actually had.
It was interesting.
Right. So, one of the ways that we're tying that in here is, one of the reasons people just don't start an initiative like a live stream or a podcast or starting new businesses, even if they don't admit to it, they have fear of something. They have fear of failing, fear of, embarrassment in front of colleagues or friends. I mean, these are things that really genuinely hold you back. But, the number one most important habit of all successful people throughout all of time and space is just starting. Look at our first episode. Were we ready for this at all?
No.
We didn't realize that.
Great Scott. No, we were not.
Exactly. I mean, we didn't even realize that we could do this until episode 3 when we introduced alcohol into the equation.
Yes. Episode 3 really started bringing our D game. D is for drunk.
Well, look.
I got you through it.
It serves its purpose, but it made the show a lot more entertaining. It put us back in our comfort zone because we were pretty far out of our comfort zone. And, in a lot of ways, you take any average person, put them in front of a camera, it's uncomfortable. Staring at this lens, it's completely unnatural. Exactly. So, part of this is the idea of starting before you're ready, and don't let fear hold you back.
It's no stranger. Anybody who's watched us, they're not strangers to this. We have talked about this for a long time, but tonight we're dedicating to our whole core topic to the starting before you're ready.
Right. So. I completely lost my place in my notes there. So, speaking of starting before I'm ready. So, but starting before you're ready, I mean, it literally means...
One for Dave.
So it really means literally what it is. Starting before you're ready. You need to stop thinking about what you're doing. Stop, planning, over-planning, and just do it. Just get out there and move. Because that momentum is the number one key to success. I mean... Look at examples of massive companies that had to pivot very early on and are still just gigantic. Look at Uber. Look at Amazon. Speaking of Amazon, Reading by Tires now apparently was a bookstore.
I discovered it.
Yeah. So everybody out there who hasn't heard of Amazon, go to www.amazon.com, and tell them Matt Harmon sent you.
Yeah, they'll appreciate it.
Yeah. Talk to Samantha over there. She's lovely.
Exactly.
Say hi to Laura.
Say hi to Jeff for me. So you need to stop doing things. So here are some huge misconceptions about starting that just hold people back. Just thinking too much. You need to stop brainstorming. You need to stop strategizing. You need to stop, outlining and dreaming. And here's one that a lot of people don't even think about. Stop talking about your business and stop talking about what you want to do, because that actually, I forget the name of it. There's actually a name for that psychological process that takes place when you're talking about something. It makes you, those same endorphins.
Fulfillment.
Well, yeah. Well, there's another actual word.
I thought that was
a technical word. But so what happens is when you talk about a big initiative, a big thing that you want to do, some of those endorphins from the excitement of doing that thing are released. So you actually feel, that fulfillment.
Yeah.
It's, again, fulfillment and a little bit of that quality that you've actually completed that process, even though you
Yeah.
haven't even started. So stop talking about it.
Yeah.
So here's what you need to do. You need to actually get out there. You need to start doing something associated with it, even if it's just the smallest, most minute detail. Even if you're doing it completely wrong, just starting and getting out there is the number one thing you need to do.
But West, what if I look foolish?
Well, just watch our first episode, and
Or Joe Rogan's first episode.
well, yeah. So yeah, a couple weeks ago we actually showed Joe Rogan's first episode.
For my life.
And look at Matt Harmon's life of
Nice, yeah.
not being financially successful.
Yeah, I mean, I make a fool of myself on a daily basis. Why not do it for fun, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. So you need to. I don't know where I'm. Just you need to actually just start. What's the quote? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that's just it.
And a good breakfast.
And a hearty breakfast, because you need fiber too. But no.
Well, people presume that time is a strict progression of cause to effect, but actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more of a big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Well, sure. Going back to the Christopher Eccleston days of Doctor Who, that totally makes sense. So now we're doing
Excuse
Doctor
me,
Who
that was
references.
that was David Tennant. Don't you ever forget it.
Well, I think Christopher Eccleston first said timey wimey.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was David Tennant. But
You sure? We'll look that
that's
up.
a topic for another night. That's a topic for the after show. Yeah, so that's the topic for the after show, definitely.
So no matter what you're doing, no matter what you want to do, whether it's, again, starting a business, starting a side gig, starting, a podcast,
Starting a hobby.
It's a Doctor Who reference.
What? Hobbies?
No, the timey-wimey.
Yeah, we just said that.
I know. I was
You've never heard that?
You
Well,
need to watch more Doctor Who. First of all,
you have to be a certain level of nerd, like Wes and I, to know that when somebody says David Eccleston, Christopher Eccleston, or David Tennant,
It was David
or Matt Smith, or Peter Capaldi, or something like that we know. That's just and that quote itself is probably one of the more famous Doctor Who quotes.
it is David Tennant.
Of course, it's David. Wes, you know I'm a smart person. If I were wrong, don't you think I'd know it?
See, we need that on a T-shirt. Let's make that into a T-shirt.
That's a Big Bang Theory reference. In case anybody doesn't get that
I
one
knew
either.
that one.
Yeah. So, in case you didn't notice, David watches a lot of TV and especially a lot of Big Bang Theory.
Mostly where he's driving.
Yeah, don't watch TV
Yeah,
while you're
actually,
driving,
I
David.
do.
It's not
I
safe.
do watch a lot of stuff, but yeah.
So, but you need to ask yourself, these 3 basic questions, no matter what you're starting, no matter where you're starting. So, 1, do you need more information about the topic that you're going to be doing in life, whether it's, dog grooming or any kind of business? Do you need to start, do you need more information? Well, starting before you're ready doesn't mean jumping in blind. You need the information. However, you need to be aware that too much research and planning is actually a huge part of procrastination.
Say, if I had a red flag around here, I'd hold up the red flag. You got to throw the red flag at some point and say, all I'm doing is kicking the can down the road.
Well, I mean,
Procrastinating.
I think all of us are guilty of this at some point. There's something that you want to do. You have some dream. You start researching it, and before you know it, months, even years have gone by before you've actually done anything. And a lot of people just never get past that.
I'm guilty right here. Simply Life Safety.
Oh yeah.
Now, I keep putting it off as, I just need time to do this. I just need time to do this. I just need time to do this. But to be honest, I probably pick up these guitars here for 3-4 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 3-4 hours a week, if I were to focus on Simply Life Safety, those programs would come together pretty darn fast, because that 3 to 4 hours in a week would quickly grow to 10 hours in a week. And if I put 10 hours a week into that, those programs are done in a couple months, and the video content is starting to curate at that point as well. So
Yeah, I mean, so
you make time for what you make time for what you want to do. I guess is one way to look at that.
well, you're totally right. Procrastination is a big problem, but like what we were saying is, analysis paralysis is what it's often called, where
Yeah.
you start doing research on a subject and you feel fulfilled, like we were saying, even though you haven't actually done any work, and before you know it, years have gone by and you didn't do a single piece of actual work towards that goal.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is actually you need to develop a bias towards action. You need to, before you're even ready, you need to start making appointments. You need to start talking to people. You need to have real life conversations about how to get this stuff done and actually get out there and take that first physical real world step. Otherwise, it's never going to happen.
Yep.
And you'll see that growth happen much, much faster than you were expecting. I mean, it's incredible, David. When we started doing this podcast, I mean, our audience growth was, I mean, it surprised both of us when we started seeing the audience growth. Just,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Excuse me. Wow, that came out of nowhere on me.
Yep. So put the adult stuff away. We have our live studio audience joining us here.
Hide the China.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Candles.
It's a candle. It's up there. Hey.
Hi, David.
What's happening? What's happening, Lachlan?
What adult stuff did we have out?
We didn't know.
Oh, do you have a granola bar?
Granola bar? How you like that granola bar?
Good.
Hey, tell him about your ears. Oh, Locke is showing his. What do you got, Locke?
This is my leprechaun trap.
It's a leprechaun trap.
The orange button round circle makes this bell, this orange triangle,
Mhm.
scale that caterpillar, and it makes the wiggle, which opens up the trap, which makes the leprechaun, once it gets from there to the cookies, once it steps on the red button, the trap will catch him.
That's an elaborate trap. That's awesome, buddy.
But this
Well, to be
is my
to be fair, you might
Gabby
catch me with
Cat
cookies too.
nose.
Oh, you got the kitty cat ears.
Yep, these are her Gabby ears, Gabby cat ears.
Gabby. Okay, Gabby cat. Okay. That's very cool. Put them back on.
Put them on. Let's see what you look like with those on. I'll hold your granola bar.
He's going to eat it. Keep an eye on him.
Oh, I almost had it.
He says, and no.
Nope, she doesn't share.
Oh, hon.
9.
You need to eat some green beans.
All right.
Hey, they are not in the Freemasons. Green beans is not a requirement
That's
for
true.
them.
Oh, Dave. Lachlan.
Hi, Locke.
Oh,
You guys
no,
getting ready to head off to bed?
He's sneaking around. Barely saw you. A little higher.
Tomorrow morning, you got to remember to eat Lucky Charms.
That's true. They're magically delicious. He's
was
there. Oh no,
referencing
we
the
lost.
I was
Speed there.
referencing the
Okay.
I was referencing the leprechaun connection, but all right,
Oh,
That
definitely
too.
don't touch
Yeah,
mine.
don't touch his camera.
they are tasty.
It's not mine.
Okay. Okay, guys. Have a good night.
Good night, kiddos.
Remember, eat your green beans.
Eat your green beans. But it's funny you mentioned, because it is almost St. Patrick's Day, and I'm very Irish, so I come prepared.
Yes,
This is,
yeah, nothing says I'm Irish like Lucky Charms.
well, you pour a little Guinness over it. It's doubly Irish.
Okay,
So
I'm Irish.
that's how it works.
Indeed.
They're after me, Lucky Charms.
Exactly. Oh boy. Okay. So I have no idea where we were, but
Starting.
starting before you're ready,
Well, yeah, and don't be afraid to get interrupted.
because that happens a lot. So
It does happen. You gotta see that this right here is a great example of two different types. So you have West, who is ... and you have me that's this big ball of wibbly wobbly. So if you interrupt me, I'm not going to remember where I was anyway. So I'll just pick up and just start wherever.
that's true. That is actually what we call you, is a big ball of what'd you say?
Wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, we call you a big ball of wibbly wobbly. That's typically what we call you.
That is not cool, dude. That is not cool. It might be accurate, but it's not cool.
So, the first question was, do you need to do more? Do you need more information? And one of the big red flags there is, don't let analysis paralysis of getting that information stop you from doing actual work.
Yeah.
So what you actually need to do is, if you find out that you still need information, you need to set hard goals for acquiring that information. You need to give yourself like a clear research objective that you actually go and you achieve these specific things to get that specific information. You need to set a window of time to actually get it, because look, if this is going to be, what do we always say, David? If you treat it like a if you treat
it like a hobby,
treat your business like a
it'll
hobby.
cost you like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business.
Exactly. So you need to set very specific goals, even on research.
I'm going to flash back. I'm going to flash back to my old life. So this, analysis paralysis that you're talking about. I had a few employees that would want so many bullet points that the guy, one of this very specific guy, he's probably one of the major. He's actually, I'm going to tell you, he's the absolute largest reason I'm no longer there. I couldn't take him anymore. But he would try to explain to me how many trips he had to take to his truck.
Of course.
Like, I get it. Your tools are in the truck. You need them in the building. I expect you're going to have to make a couple trips. You got equipment in your truck. You need it in the building. You're going to have to make another trip out there. I honestly, if you're watching, I didn't give a shit then. I don't give a shit now.
Well,
I don't care.
Knowing what I know about that.
You are going down. That is somebody who is not wanting to work. That is somebody who's wanting to spend time and time planning. You cannot plan your way into success.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to pick up the tools and go to work.
Well, knowing what I know about that guy, I don't think there was ever any intention on working. I think he was deliberately procrastinating.
He was a pain in the ass. But the point is, and I had a lot of people to try to mirror themselves off that. Well, I need this. And I'm like, wait a minute. You know you need this stuff. Take it with you and go do it.
Right.
If you're starting a podcast, you're going to need what? Let's say it's just audio. You're going to need a microphone and a camera, or a microphone and a computer. That's the materials you need. Well, Dave, I need a software to do this. There's tons of stuff out there. You know you need it. You don't have to get so hung up on it. So you and I, we launched with Facebook, basically just Facebook Live.
Yeah, we just launched on Facebook Live the first time.
And we tested our software out on the podcast.
Yeah, those were a few of the first things we demonstrated were different pieces of software.
Yeah, we demonstrated on the podcast different versions of, I think we settled on Ecamm Live for that. And then later we're like, hey, we want to do, instead of trying to do multiple streams off of one computer, which ties up processing power, we want to send it out one stream and then let it do its thing. And that's where we came up with Restream.io, which we tested several of those as well.
Yeah.
But we didn't sit there and try in the background to run weeks and weeks or months of testing with this stuff. We did it all live.
Right.
So that's you know what? We were woefully not ready.
Right. Exactly. But that's what you need to do, though.
When we actually started late. We should have done this.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Oh, yeah, totally. We should have started this a long time ago. We should have started this back in 2015.
Yeah, 2015, 2016 is when we should have started the show.
Yeah.
But it was kind of just a little passing, to be cool. And then, finally when it came down to it, we're like, you know what? We're just going to do it.
Well,
we're in. Go.
I mean,
Launch.
How many people do each of us know that want to start doing a live stream or a podcast or something? And there's actually real planning involved. And then you kind of procrastinate, and then life happens, and then you decide,
it's like, maybe next week.
Right.
Not everybody's available right now. I really want to do a whole big thing. You got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere.
And we've talked about this in the past too. Your first podcast, your first 10 podcasts, whatever it is.
Oh, they're going to be terrible.
God, they're going to suck.
Nobody's going to watch, and they're going to be terrible.
They weren't terrible.
They were pretty bad.
We had ding dongs.
Well, nobody wants ding-dongs popping up during the live stream, that's for sure.
Yeah, let's bring that back. That didn't take forever to get off our show. So if Wes moves his head, there's probably a box of ding-dongs directly behind him.
There is up there. You can't really see him right now.
No, it's okay. You can't see it. Okay. All right, so it's up on the top shelf. So
we got the ding-dongs.
So we used to have, even if Matt wasn't at our shows when we were recording, he would run by and drop off ding dongs, whichever set that we were going to be on. Like if we were ever at Crafty or over at Heartfire or another location, he would just drop off freaking ding dongs because he wanted to have them on the show so he could go back and sit in his basement in his own house and put hashtag ding dongs
Right.
On the screen.
Well,
my living room, not my basement.
Well, my current wife did that for a while too. So.
Yes, yeah, your current wife. Yeah, my current wife. I don't think she even watches the show anymore. So.
Oh, I know that mine doesn't, so I can say anything I want.
Yes. So, ladies. If you're looking for, never mind. We're supposed to stop right there before I get myself in real trouble.
We can still get into trouble. This is.
Oh yes, we can get into trouble.
So
where's the line between prep and trial while running?
Well, that's just it. So Evan Graham here, I put it up on the screen. So where's the line between prep and trial while running? So that it's a very fine line.
Evan Graham, we need to get drinking again. By the way, next time I'm in town, I'll come and.
Oh, Evan Graham! I didn't even place that. Evan Graham, yes. Next time David comes into town, where you been, man? Evan Graham, you never text me anymore.
You're coming out drinking.
Yeah, totally.
You're coming out drinking. That's just all there is to it. So actually, I think his wife may have had a birthday just the other day or something.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Graham.
So, yeah. And if not, she got an extra happy birthday wish out of us. So great.
Yeah. So that's a great question.
What was his question?
That's actually a very good question. So where's the line between prep and trial while running? So a lot of it happens to be making it up as you go along, frankly. So I think there are some basic, you need the basics of what you're actually talking about. But after that, just get out there and do it because you're going to learn a lot more from failing and making mistakes than you will from doing everything right. Because if you do everything right, guess what? You have nothing to improve upon. But you go out and you talk to your guest for 10 minutes before you even realize his audio isn't streaming. Guess what? You're going to remember next time to check your audio better, or you'll learn the software well enough to be able to fix it on the fly, which luckily I did. And you keep going. And part of failing is also growing that thick skin. Yep. When you fall and you pick yourself back up again, the next time you fall, you're not really going to care. You're going to keep going. So that's a great question, actually. So, Mr. Graham, thank you.
I would have reworded it. I would have done the politician thing. I would have asked the different question and then answered that question. The line between preparation and procrastination.
That's a great.
I think is a far more complicated answer.
That's a much different question and a much more complicated answer. Yeah. So
I'm just throwing that out there to mess with West in case anybody.
Oh, I can
keep track.
I can nerd out here. So.
Yes, I know. This is the type of stuff that Wes is like.
And Jeff Leffingwell says, all of a sudden everything goes black. So, yep. Then we all black out, and it's we'll see you next.
Wait, I remember that episode. That was the Analytica.
Oh, the analytics episode. Oh my God! I can't say the word. I'm not going to say the word.
Are you allowed to say that? And then, God.
Jeff Leffingwell, you have a great memory. So those of you who don't know, if you remember a few years ago, Facebook had a bit of a controversy with some data things that were going on. There were some important Facebook officials that were called before Congress, and there was a lot of stuff going on. And we had a show that talked about big data and how they use your data, how they aggregate it, and what they do with it. And halfway through the show, I mentioned this sort of controversy, and immediately after I say the words, I turned to Dave and I'm like, "Can I say that?"
And you named the name.
I named the name, and as soon as I said the name, I said, "Hey, can I say that?" And immediately we went offline. And this is not a joke. David saw this. My computer.
I was watching his laptop.
It started to glitch out. It started to glitch out. You saw my mouse moving all over the place by itself.
Mouse going all over the place.
I wasn't moving it. And then immediately it all went dead. Luckily, we were able to reconnect. But I'm not saying we were hacked, but it was very coincidental.
Well, of course you were hacked.
Oh, and John Callender says, I see Frankenstein. I'm guessing he's talking about your beer, David.
Yes.
Yes.
So there's some delay. There's some delay, guys. So what we're seeing and what you guys see, there's a little bit of a delay. But yes,
yes,
it.
yes, John, you did
your
see.
pronunciation of that was worth the entire night right there.
Yes.
I'm good. That was worth the price of admission right there. We're good.
So John you did see Frankenstein. I'm German. You can tell I'm German. And
yes.
and that's a funny thing. Why would you name a beer that, intentionally knowing that the people who are drinking your beverage are going to get really drunk at some point, and there's no way they're going to be able to say that. I can't even say that when I'm sober.
Yes. So it's Clato Barada.
Exactly.
That's an Army of Darkness reference for those who don't follow.
Yep. Look, you gotta love a good Bruce Campbell reference.
This turned out being the
movie quote episode.
The movie quote night. The movie quote night. Completely unprepared. But your pronunciation of that beer, I mean, you had to do the 3 words from Army of Darkness when you follow something up like that.
That's true.
You just have to.
It's true. Well, I don't want to summon the army of the dead, so.
Yes.
I was so close.
I mostly said them, all right?
Yeah, those were great movies. So, that was only question number 1 of the 3 questions you need to ask yourself. Question number 2 is, do you need more experience? And the answer is probably yes. That's the end of the show. No.
All right, question number 3.
So, again, one of the most terrifying things about starting before you're ready is starting before you're ready. And because you don't have the experience. And that's where there's always a catch-22. Well, if I want to start this career, why is anybody going to pay attention to me if I don't have experience? How do I get experience if I don't do it? Look, just getting out there and doing it. Taking the step that those people over there aren't doing because they're afraid of all the things you're concerned about. Being embarrassed. What?
All right. I know there's some delay from what we get to see on the comment section to what we're talking about. Evan Graham says he is still convinced the blackout was due to Matt's web search history on our IP address.
I put it up on the screen. It's probably true. Matt, you're on my Wi-Fi. Do not get me flagged by the FBI.
Again?
Again.
Oh, dude, they're in a van out front. They follow him around.
It's true. Well, we're in my basement with a camera and a lighting set. This looks shady on its own.
Oh, I've got to wonder what my neighbors think because I've got I got the lights in here set up, and I sit here and they can they're the house and they can see them right there.
Your neighbors.
I mean, they're ways off, but
that's what I told them.
Oh,
hilarious. Well, look,
indeed,
Matt. If the FBI comes, I'm turning you in. That's all I got to say.
That's right. We don't know what we're turning you in for, but you're going.
My foot wiggles a lot.
He's on a list. He's on a list already.
I am so many lists.
I believe that. So, I forget where I was going, but the point is, you probably are unprepared, but you need to get out there and do it anyway.
Experience. We're talking about experience.
Experience
and needing experience, yeah.
So you need that. So get out there and just do it. And if that is selling a product, guess what? Just sell some of the product to your friends or family. Get their feedback. Get them to leave you reviews online. And from there, you can grow. You don't need to start out as this big, massively successful thing. Again, you're going to trip along the way, and you're going to fall down. But you're going to learn a lot more from picking yourself up from those mistakes.
There's a couple people I know, actually, one of them sitting right behind you, who is a pretty damn good salesman. So if you're wanting to get into that type of stuff, reach out to people. I mean, we love to mentor. We love to mentor people. So I was out in Rhode Island, right? Yeah, I was in Rhode Island earlier today, but I was there yesterday as well. And so I'm out there, and I've got one of our team with us that he does some marketing stuff for us.
Mm-hmm.
But then he got to see me in on the sales and planning part of it. But before I ever touched one word of the sales and planning, I probably spent an hour talking about the marketing.
Yeah.
About the marketing and how to present this stuff. By the time we left, all the stuff that we wanted is done. It's done. The deal is closed. And we're moving on, and we're going to be able to grow with this company. So,
Right.
I mean, it was a great time. So we're happy to bring people in. If let's say you're out there and you're wanting to start selling. What's the guy who's kicking ass and taking names down in Kentucky? Bentley, Big Bentley's Pet Supply.
Oh, Stevie Evans.
Yeah, Stevie Evans. Let's say Stevie Evans calls me up and says, "Hey, David, I want you to make some sales runs with me. I want to see it in action. I'm going to plan a trip down to Kentucky."
Oh yeah.
And
well, we need to have Stevie on back.
And we're going to go meet with these people,
Mhm.
and I'm going to show him. He doesn't need me. He's kicking ass and taking names already, man. He is doing amazing.
He's doing great work.
It's about time for us to reach back.
I was just saying we need to have him back on again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about time for us to get an update on him. So we'll actually we might even ping him after the show and see if he wants to come on the After Dark.
Yeah.
Or Mastermind, or really it's just a free for all.
It kind of is. Our after show is kind of it's free form is what it is. It's free form.
Yeah. Now I see Sean McComas just posted on here. Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
Sean, we're doing great. Now Sean is one of the participants in our fishing tournament co-op charity extravaganza version 2.0.
So actually, very soon, maybe even next week, we need to have some of these guys on to stream with us, at least at the beginning, to talk about what's going on with this thing.
I would actually say that it would not be a bad idea to line them all up and give them 10 minutes, 15 minutes over the next successive weeks, because I think there's 7 or 8 fishing channels that are involved in this now, and they got some guy named Wild Bill, I think, who's a big deal in that world.
Okay.
Involved in this too, so it has grown.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
And I still owe him some spreadsheets for follow-up stuff.
So yeah, maybe next week we'll try and get these guys together to do that. But Sean, good seeing you, man. Jeff Leffingwell says, "Let's sell pocket knives," and it's totally true, Jeff. No matter what business you want to do, the point is just do it over and over and over again until it's second nature. And by the time you've made so many mistakes, you can fix them on the fly, and you just don't make those mistakes anymore. And by then, that's your experience. That is your preparation that you have been working so hard for.
Yeah, and pocket knives. Oh my Lord, you want to see somebody be successful? Sell pocket knives?
Yeah,
that's literally, that sounds like something I could do just in my sleep. Selling pocket knives, because there's a lot of cool stuff. And when you can get yourself excited about the product that you're pushing, which is why I think Stevie is doing so well. He's excited because that's his product.
Right.
So if you can get excited about the product that you're selling, and the more you know about it and the more you learn about it. So those first couple, you're going to be a little iffy. You're going to be a little touchy, I'm going to use the word rusty, but it's just that little creep as you get going.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you get going and start really moving and flexing and building yourself out fully, the conversations that you have with them, it's no longer a sales pitch, which is what you want to get away from quickly.
Right. Oh,
and
totally.
You want to go to conversations. You want to go to relationship based, and the pocket knife, man. Oh, I could sell the hell out of some pocket knives.
Look, we may have.
I could
David,
sell the hell out of some pocket knives.
We may have a business opportunity for you and Jeff Leffingwell here.
So if there's a person out there that wants to sell pocket knives, let me know. I will work with you personally, and I will dedicate some time to you, and we can kick some ass selling pocket knives.
Well,
it's a big thing.
Well, so last week we talked to Chris Morgan from morganpipes.com. And if you go to morganpipes.com, you'll actually see a section on his website. I think he calls it Morgan Blades, where he does blacksmithing too. He sells knives. I don't think he has any in stock right now, but that's part of his website that he has up. He also has another one called Morgan Meats that I wasn't quite going to ask about, but I'm guessing it's charcuterie.
Yeah.
It's either charcuterie or something adult-oriented that I'm not going there.
Hey, what you guys take pictures of on your own time is your own business.
Matt Harmon, not on my Wi-Fi.
Oh, damn it.
I believe Jeff is a big fan, just based upon what I see on Facebook, of the Smoky Mountain Knife Works, maybe. Maybe that's the brand. Jeff, if you're still there, let us know if that's the one. But I think it's like Smoky Mountain Knives or something along those lines.
Mhm.
If you're out there, just let us know. Let us know which one it is.
Yeah. So, we're on question number 3 now. So the first question was, do you need more information? Second question was, do you need more experience? The question number 3 is, do you need a better game plan? And, first of all, you probably don't. That's the thing.
I agree with that. Now, a lot of people don't know this. Wes and I disagree on a ton of stuff.
A ton of stuff.
We just flat disagree on a ton of stuff. I agree, because I think having the kind of a general parameters. I'm a results oriented guy. I am not a detail oriented. Don't come at me with 5,000 different little individual things. I don't give a crap.
You mean don't send you agendas with 1 million bullet points?
I gloss over it. Actually, he sent this to me today at 8:47 a.m. So I actually had time to read the full agenda today before the show,
as opposed to 6 p.m.
Does not typically happen. He'll send it over to me, and then I'll log on the Skype like 30 seconds later. Like, hey, did you get that agenda? Yeah, I got it.
Did you get that thing I sent you? Yeah,
I'm good. You get the thing I sent you? Yeah, I used to have Mark Chong at Hardfire used to do that. He used to be in the office next to me in the sales office, and then he'd come over to my office. So he would email me. They'd get up and walk over. Hey, did you get that email from me?
That's hilarious.
Like, yeah, I got one from you, but I've got 175 emails in front of you. So
Right.
Give me a minute here, bro. So do you need a better game plan? Like I said, I always love to have the 4 corners. All right, the pins of the box.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to be fluid and adaptable inside of that box.
Right.
Stay in the freaking box. Don't do thinking outside the box. That's stupid. Don't do that.
Just don't use that phrase around David. He hates it.
You don't use that phrase right. I get triggered and twitch.
Exactly. But so the question was, do you need a better game plan? And again, probably not, because part of starting before you're ready means you don't have every step completely laid out. We have in the past talked a lot about the importance of road mapping, but you should absolutely road map, but not to the detriment of actually getting started. You need to get out there, put one foot in front of the other, and actually make it happen. And the thing is, if you try and plan everything out, every tiny little step out, every tiny little detail out before you get started, you're never going to start. It's like people who say, you know what, I'll have kids when I'm financially ready. Well, guess what? You'll never be financially ready to have kids. Not going to happen.
There's no such thing. They cost a freaking fortune, and they spit up until they're 30. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Right.
Kids.
Do you say they spit up until they're 30?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
What's wrong with your kids?
I mean, I'm making stuff up, dude. Go with it.
I believe it.
It's part of improv. The old answer is we always go with it. You always move with it. It's yes. It's always yes.
Always yes. Yes.
We build off of it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they have it all the time.
Oh, that thing.
I'm spitting up right now.
Totally. So here are a couple of ideas that you can use to just build up the courage to get that momentum going. So first thing is getting a little skin in the game, right? You need to find a way to invest your time, your money, or even your ego into actually getting started. So if it takes a little money to get started, guess what? If you want to start a podcast or a live stream, go buy a nice camera. If you have the money, don't put yourself in the poorhouse trying to get this stuff, but get it. If you need a piece of software, get it, because guess what? You spent the money on it, and that's gonna be a little bit more incentive for you to actually use it. If you want to start a business selling a certain product, get prototypes made of that product. Whatever you need to do, you need to invest yourself into making it happen. Otherwise, again, it's never going to happen.
Here's an interesting fun fact. Let's say you're hosting an event, and you can host this event for free, but you only have space for 50 people. Okay. The people that can come for free, but you can host 50 people. If you give that away for free, you're going to get less than 40% of the people who sign up to come actually there. But if you did something as simple as saying, hey, it's $5 a ticket, $5, which you're most likely not going to have a lot of people kicking back over $5. But it's $5 a ticket, limited to the first 50 people. That percentage of people who pay that $5 of your money, your skin in the game, is going to increase your actual attendance.
Yeah.
Because if you have no skin in the game, you can look outside and go, it's a little rainy. No. Oh, the new Spider-Man dropped on Vudu. I'm going to stay home and watch that, which I did. Actually, I watched it. It dropped at midnight on Monday night or Tuesday night. I literally stayed up till 3 or whatever watching the movie.
Where's it at?
It's on Vudu.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a
Vudu?
subscription thing.
It's for young people, not you, Matt.
Yeah.
Take a Geritol, get in a rocking chair, and be quiet.
Yeah, Grandpa.
So basically, what it is when you have that skin in the game,
Yeah.
From multiple perspectives and multiple point of views, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, you are more inclined and more incentivized to continue that. So you're more incentivized with that $5. $5 is nothing. I mean, I literally waste $5 in an hour on really stupid stuff.
I've seen you do it.
Yes, very quickly.
Shh. Sorry.
But
Your wife doesn't watch this show. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Our wives don't watch this.
We blow money all the time on useless garbage. It's fine. Our wives don't watch.
It's okay. They can't hear me, right? Oh, shoot. She's sitting right outside the door. Are you looking around? I'm like, oh, crap. Are we both in trouble now?
No.
West, I'm going to need your couch here for the next couple of days.
Exactly.
I'm heading south.
So you're saying about the
you're
saying about
so basically you get the skin in the game. You get more enticed to show up to something. If likewise, if you're trying to start your hobby or your business or this channel or whatever it is once you start putting the skin in the game, you're far more likely to get involved with it. And then once you start it, get over that initial that psychological block of I'm not good enough for this, and realize nobody is.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
And it just starts going downhill. Are you going to face challenges? Absolutely. We face challenges. Wes and I face challenges every single week. Today, I was running late. This monkey right here was running late getting on. I got a text message a little bit ago from West that says, "Hey, do we want to push this to 7:15?" I didn't get it until we were 30 minutes into our podcast. We had parent-teacher conferences tonight, so we're running there. Run and grab dinner. Had to go get beer. Get back up here. And I have
dedication, David,
because I travel so much. My camera and the laptop and everything was packed up, so I had to get everything set it all up and put the HDMI cables and the little hubs and all the stuff off of this thing, and get all this stuff set up to just be able to come online.
Yeah.
And so it just every single episode that we do, we have a challenge. There is no free night.
Oh, yeah. Not a single time has it been just a walk in the park.
Yeah, there is no free night. Sometimes we may not have a technical issue, but we might have a content issue, or West has David really drunk and just interrupting the hell out of it.
I mean, there have been nights when I've completely misplaced somehow our agenda. I'm still not sure how that happened, but it happens.
Yeah, it does. and we try to push through, and we always do 88 episodes in a row.
We haven't missed a week yet.
I can't wait till we do 100. I mean, a number 100.
We need to plan something big for 100.
So we have an invitation. We do to the Boston Cigar Club.
Okay.
And we now have an open invitation to the White Ash Cigar Club in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Nice. We need to make a trip out there. That's awesome.
The one at White Ash is absolutely. I mean, the Boston Cigar Club. If you ever get a chance to get out there, definitely good. But Pawtucket one, the White Ash. Yeah, that's Masonic owned.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's a little. I like that one a little bit better, just because of the guys that are there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I can talk to, and we drop all kinds of little subtle hints. We're like, watch out for the civilian over here.
Yeah. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you say.
Always. Yes.
So, no, that's
Right.
awesome.
East
That's
west,
great to
west
know.
east.
So, the final
Right.
tip
I'm
to
gonna drink
act.
a beer so you can get to talk now.
Yep. So the final tip is you need to find a way to build momentum as soon as possible. So again, like we said,
Yep.
The true momentum takes place when you're just outside of your comfort zone. If you're within your comfort zone, guess what? You're not moving fast or far enough towards that goal. So, if you're feeling vulnerable and insecure, if you're having the butterflies in your stomach about what you just did or what you're just about to do, guess what? You're probably about to make a really smart choice because you're going to step outside that comfort zone. And if you fall flat on your face, then you can learn from that and do better the next time. The trick is, going back to it, starting before you're ready. And that involves getting out there. And that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we have a couple comments. We have a couple comments over here. And I got to riddle through this.
So there's a
Jeff
lot going on in
says
the comments.
that's
We got some conversations happening in the comments that I'm not sure. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what's happening, but there's some.
Well, we're talking about the pocket. We were talking about the pocket knives with Jeff Leffingwell, and he's talking about there's a Facebook or YouTube channel called the Hoppin' Mad Hillbilly, and he does a show every Friday night at 9:00.
Yeah, okay.
So I think that's something I might tune into this week.
Yeah.
Just to to get into
See what they
this.
do.
Hell, we'll probably most likely we're going to try to hit him up afterwards. Like, dude, we want you to come on the show. But the SMKW with Smoky Mountain Knives Works. That's a big one. That's in Sevierville, Tennessee. It's where Dollywood is.
Actually, we're going to go to
I'll tell
Dollywood
you-
this spring. We're going to go to Dollywood.
Nice. Tennessee, I think, is where I'm going to start shopping for property.
Really?
That's, because of the tax issues and tax things and everything that's there and how they do
Yeah.
property. I think, and I want to be on a lake. And I think Tennessee gets some good snow, but I can go there, and I want it to be my.
You know what? You and I should go in on
I'm
something.
getting out of Dodge.
You and I should go in on like a compound or something.
A compound.
Make it happen. Hey, the FBI is already monitoring me because of Matt Harmon.
Yeah. Let's not use the word compound. My name's David. The last time a guy named David had a compound, they burned it.
Fair point. Well, okay, commune. Is that any better?
I don't know. So, and we're back.
A timeshare.
It's timeshare. There we go. Let's go timeshare.
There you go.
An Airbnb. We're gonna Wes and I are gonna open up a B&B.
So after we have brunch and ice skating in the park in Boston, we're gonna
yes.
go and open a B&B together. It's gonna be a very beautiful thing. Crochet doilies and everything. It's gonna be great.
No wonder people wonder about us.
No comment.
Okay, so we had the momentum, insecurity, grow, blah, 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 blah. Love it. I think I told you we'd get through all this tonight.
You did, and you were right.
I told you we did. I did.
It was good content. But if you're only
That's
half paying
twice I've been
attention,
right today.
you should have paid more attention because there's good stuff out there. And I promise you, no matter what, no matter who you are, I promise you, there is something that you want to do, whether it's a business, whether it's a hobby or a side gig. There's something that you want to do, and there's something that's holding you back from doing it. And we've given you, over the last 88 episodes, step-by-step instructions on how to make that happen. And I don't know what you two ladies are chatting about back here.
Then I got my nails.
Having a lot of fun.
Getting really weird.
It is.
There.
It is.
Really weird.
So this is what happens when Matt Harmon drinks whiskey and chats with my current wife.
Yeah. Gotta watch out for those current wives, man. They're a little shady.
I've been saying that for a long time.
All right, I think we've been through it. So I don't know what we're talking about I don't know what we're talking about next week, but I will be here. I'm getting a phone call from one of our other Matts.
There you go.
So
Matt Andre?
I don't know what our topics will be next week. So if you guys have something that you have in mind, hit us up. And congratulations to the
Droid
droid that won the Underdog Bones. No.
Nope. The Morgan Bones pipe. Yep. So Droid Little on YouTube. I'll contact you and get this right out to you. Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations to that. Now that we have successfully operated a giveaway. We're going to be doing another one. It will be a paid giveaway. We'll put up a what do they call it? What's the money thing? Venmo?
A Venmo? We're going to set up a Venmo?
Yeah, Venmo.
We're giving away money?
Venmo, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Or are we selling raffle tickets? What's happening here?
We're selling raffle tickets. We were going to do this before, but we're going to sell raffle tickets for the DJI Mavic Mini drone.
Oh, I see. Are we doing this as part of the fishing competition?
Exactly. We're going to do it as part of the fishing competitions. We can tie it to the Easter Seals of Central and Southern Ohio, which is a 501c3 organization, which means officially, by some very weird technicalities, it's legal in Ohio. So
timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
All right. So are we going to do something like for every $5 you donate, you get an entry? Something like that?
Yes. And I have actual tickets. So you will have a ticket number. That ticket's going to go in, and we're going to do exactly what we did today, but we're going to enter your ticket number on the run, on the run. So it's going to go in numerical order. We'll random number generator. That guy's going to win.
Yep.
So we've got to sell out the tickets. And then basically it might take us a few weeks, a month, but we've got some time. I know May. We've actually been over on the Facebook channel, over on the Facebook page, sharing out the dates. It's the day. So Sunday after Mother's Day is when the fishing tournament's going to be. It's going to be big this year. It's going to be. Matt Andre is texting me now, telling me count me in on the Tennessee compound.
Hey, tell him to leave a comment in the on Facebook because that helps the algorithm. But Matt Andre, look, I think we can make this Tennessee compound happen.
I think we're about to buy. I think the guys are about to buy. So if you're one of the guys, get in touch with us on the after show. I think we're about to buy property in Tennessee.
My current wife is rolling her eyes.
Oh, I like Tennessee.
She likes Tennessee. I told her we're going to Dollywood.
We are. We're going to Dollywood.
Woo! Wacky, wavy, inflatable arm man.
Exactly. So, with that being said, we will have a great episode next week. Let's try and work on getting some of the guys from the fishing competition on, and we'll do a round robin and actually talk to these guys, find out all the details.
Yep, I think it's a great time. I think we'll have a good time, and Don't Stop Me Now. That's from the song, the band Queen. Don't Stop Me Now. We're having a good time. Nah,
yeah, I don't think Doc Brown ever quoted that song, but I will take your word for it. So, in the meantime,
wait, no, we got one more. We got one quote that we have to find a way to work this quote in.
Is this the quote night?
Well, no, we dropped the ball on that. So he decided it's episode number 88, so he wants to do Back to the Future quotes. But it's not a super quotable movie.
See, I'd have to watch it again.
All I can think about are Lebanese terrorists, and that's not politically correct.
That's all.
No. So there's only one quote in this whole entire franchise that's really the coup de grace.
Oedipal complexes? I don't know.
Damn, where is that kid?
1.21 gigawatts.
Gigawatts. A gigawatt.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that a thing?
All right, so you've met Ricky. You've met Ricky. You've met Ricky Prince.
Yes.
All right. Let me rephrase that. You and Ricky argued.
Well, he argued, and I was sitting there wondering why he's arguing with me.
That's how he is. We were all drunk. And so we were, again, drunk one night watching this movie, and that came across, and that quote has stuck with us since that 121 gigawatt. I mean, everything now. It's like, that'll be $5, like 1.21 gigawatts. It's, just in shock. So it's a great quote. So we'll see you. It's going to take us 7 days until you get to see us again. But in the meantime, I've been Dave.
I've been Dave.
West.
He's been West.
No, I'm Dave.
He's been Matt Harmon.
No. It's under. Look under the things there.
Oh, it does. It does say right here. I've been West.
I'm Dave.
This guy's been Dave. I've been West. This guy's been Matt Harmon.
Yeah.
That's been my cat, and that's been my current wife. And we will see you in 7 days.
So the cat doesn't have a name?
The cat is named Roxy Skullcrusher. That's actually her real name.
Roxy Skullcrusher.
No, it's Roxanne Floyd.
Floyd? Oh, well, sometimes it's Skullcrusher, sometimes it's Floyd. Anyway.
I'm going with Skullcrusher.
I agree.
We'll see you next week.
We will see you next time. Out.
Well, that was fun.
Basically infatuated with the in-between, the ups, the downs, the curves and the rounds. I bring it to your city or your hometown. I go back in time when the feeling was fine, when funkin' was legal and it wasn't a crime. Party people lined up and down the way, a bigger celebration than your birthday. Funkin' up the neighborhood, I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. And I have seen the world pristine, funk you up in the bushes, funk you down in the trees.